Mr. Ray-Silkman of Silkscreen-Productions, and we just wanted to interview him today on the crazy show, obviously. This is our first interview with a musician, so I would like to introduce Ray-Silkman. Ray, how are you?
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. Thank you for having me.
You know, I really, when I first emailed your agent, I was like, do you think he might come on the show? Do you think he might come on just for 30-minute segment? And they were more than happy. So I thank them so much, and I thank you so much for your contribution to society and his new album.
Loosen Up.
Loosen Up.
It's called Loosen Up. It's actually somewhat of a documentary of my life musically, explaining that throughout my life I have actually taken things a little too seriously sometimes, but I've learned to loosen up and take life a little bit less seriously. Word like a loose garment, as they would say. Yeah.
So tell us about that Loosen Up. What was the inspiration behind Loosen Up? What motivated you to say, hey, I'm gonna do another album? I know it's probably been a while. I've went through some things. What made you want to pursue just going through it and say, hey, I'm gonna do these new tracks?
Yeah.
Was there a revelation in your life, or was it just?
I think with most musicians, we go through different transformations. Whereas we see things differently in our lives and we have a different attitude about things. And being that we write about how we feel, it comes out musically. And those things are represented in the tracks. As a matter of fact, what I did is I kind of sequestered myself and refused to take any calls for gigs and said, I am going to write songs. And I just said, I'm going to start writing. And only 4 of them right now have actually, opened the door to being close to be released.
Right.
And one of them is standing out now, called Bridge to My Heart.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
I love anything that involves the heart.
It involves building, because anytime there's a bridge involved, there's building. And you have to go over things to build something.
Thank you.
And a bridge that gets to my heart
Okay.
has had to go over some things and obviously endure and be able to support.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but Ray-Silkman has basically revolutionized the jazz scene in Chicago. Everybody knows him as the saxophonist that basically is the brilliance of saxophoning. I just want to say thank you so much for just basically even giving that a blurb to everybody. But everybody has to do this before they get off the show. What is the only thing that you would probably not do that you've done in the time you've been a musician, saxophonist? Was there something that just...
There was an event in which I was so emotionally connected to what I was doing musically that I forgot to give the same respect to the audience that was in the building. And I made the mistake as a young man of saying that the audience was kind of dead. And after that show, the manager of the club came to me and said, you never say that about the audience. And I was like, but it felt that way. And he said, you don't always say what you feel just because people might not be responding the way you want them to respond. And I found that over the years, a lot of folks might not respond with a, oh my God, whoop la, but they're still listening and they appreciate the art form. And later on, they actually approach me for a gig. And there I am standing feeling like, oh my goodness, you didn't act like it was the best thing you ever heard in your life, but you absorbed the sound and appreciate it to the point where you want to spend money for it. And it's like, oh my God, that's impressive. So I get moved that way, and I've learned my lesson. So I now respect my audience to the point where I cater the music to who I see in the audience and how I see them respond. And I'll be like, okay, that's not the right song.
Right.
Let's pick another one. If they were like this one.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just don't know what to tell you guys, but it's just been an honor having Ray-Silkman here. We do want to emphasize that the website is ray-silkman.com, correct?
Correct.
Oh, I got it right. Thank you, guys. And you guys should go there because now there's a store connected to it. And the store there's a couple stores that you can actually go and shop and actually buy Ray-Silkman merchandise, including Ray-Silkman t-shirts, mugs, clocks, leggings, I believe, for females.
It's a bold promotional campaign that we decided to do this year. It was an associate actually that actually turned us on to this marketing campaign, and it became something that took off. And now it's like, oh my goodness, it's difficult to see yourself or your likeness outside of your own realm, where people are like purchasing it or something because of the likeness and what it represents, but it does speak to a form of respect for what you do, and that is all that artists ask for.
Wow, that is so true. That is so true. I once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so mesmerized. We do have ray-silkman in the building, and it's such a wonderful feeling just to have him here and him discuss what he's been working on and where you can find more ray-silkman items. So again, just visit ray-silkman.com, and I thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
I think we should do a high five. I do a high five with everybody.
Definitely. I hugged because I'm from.
Aw, thanks, babe.
That's some Southern hospitality right there.
I mean, it's always awkward for me to give a hug because I'm so short and everybody thinks I'm so tall. But I do thank you again for being on the show. Do tune in next week. We will be having, hopefully, Asian Sunshine. She is my new guest. That it might look like we're doing a split screen, but it is a new person that's going to be coming on the show. She might look like me a little bit, but she might be Asian, I think. So you'll see that, and her nickname is Cookie Mansa. But you'll see that next week. Bye bye. Say bye, guys.